Hello and welcome to more Marvel Character Talk. We're going to look at Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 25 through 49, the originals from the Silver Age. This will start out with the Ditko and transition to the John Romita. We've got them lined up. We're going to look at each one. We'll just look at this here. This is kind of cool because there's 49. There's Kraven the Hunter there. And there's a second cover appearance on the regular thing of Kraven the Hunter. His first one was 15. This is by Ditko. You can see the difference in Spidey. And the Vulture, there's the Rhino. It starts out here. June, this is 1965. These are all 12 centers. Captured by J. Jonah Jameson. Meets Professor Smythe and he gets the first version of the Spider Slayer. Take a look at the next one. We've got Green Goblin and the man in the Crime Master's mask. The Crime Master was kind of cool, but spoiler, he didn't last very long. It was a two-parter. Bring back my goblin to me. There is Crime Master and Green Goblin. 27, 28, the first of the Molten Man. Cloaked in the darkness, Spidey faces the mystifying menace of the Molten Man. Also in this landmark issue, you want to miss Peter Parker's graduation. We say this one's very hard to get in great condition because it's one of those black covers, and then especially being so old as it is. This is one where they changed from the regular Marvel Comics group to the pop art. We'll keep that for a little bit and then go back. This is the second appearance of the Scorpion. The first was number 20. Whatever you do, wherever you go, never step on a scorpion. I think this has the line in it that this was a subscription copy. They used to fold them flat and put them in an envelope and send them out. And years later, they stopped doing that and sent them out in an envelope without folding them. This is issue 30 of the pop art. There's the cat. Claws of the cat. Only the baddie bull would do because we're such a truly daisy display daring do. We're having a bit of fun there. Look at the little cat logo on there. He's a cat burglar. Never cared for that dark gray cover. Did a video all on this one showing the whole inside. Dedicated to you, the great new Marvel breed of reader. This is the Master Planner. Ooh, spoiler, he's going to be Dr. Octopus. Another pop art, and this is the first one with he goes to college, and it's got Harry Osborn and Gwen Stacy. With this, and May Graviel, Hospital Spider-Man fights as never before. Man on the rampage. 32, so they're into cover date 66. They're back to the regular Marvel. Here's the classic cover here. This is part 3. Notice how Dr. Octopus didn't get on any of those covers, and I don't think it was until this issue that it was discovered that's who it was. The final chapter. They kind of did this in the movie where he's trapped under there. Very cool Ditko cover. I think they make a poster and shirt out of that. I'll move over to 34, Thrill of the Hunt. So, Kraven comes back. Molten Bad regrets, so he comes back. 35. When Fells the Meteor. Spidey, just as you light him in the college, in trouble and fighting action. I think they called him the Looter in here later on. They bring him back and they call him the Meteor Man. A very Ditko looking design. He was on his way out because he wasn't getting along with Stan and wanted to move on. This is a cover, of course, but these are just panels from the inside. Once upon a time, there was a robot. And then this is also panels from inside. They didn't bother to do fresh covers. Just a guy named Joe here, Spidey, at his fighting best. This way do you see the offbeat supervillain during this issue. He's the prize pussycat of the year. Enough said. That's Stan Lee writing all that on the cover. Of course, this one was a shocker. Not only because of what you see, but it's changed over. It's John Romita's art. Another Marvel first, Spidey and the Green Goblin, both unmasked. This is a classic one where you get to find out Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin. Spidey saves the day, another classic cover. So those are cool issues. And notice they still have the Spider-Man head. They'll change that, and then they'll switch over to the full body. There's the first Rhino, Horns of the Rhino. This was kind of an odd one because in between the Rhino, they had the John Jameson story, Birth of a Superhero. I think that's the first time you saw him since issue 1. Years later, in like 124, 125, he'd become the Man-Wolf. We've got Rhino on the rampage, so the story's continued. Brings back the Lizard. Where crawls the Lizard? He was last in issue 6. Continued. Spidey smashes out on one of our wildest of all Spidey battles. Shocker. So first, John Romita, they changed the cover corner and a new creation along with Rhino. Who says this is in the Marvel age of vile new villains, and Spidey, you're about to be jolted by the sinister Shocker. There's Kraven, a very cool cover. Would you believe Kraven the Hunter? Yes, we would, and he's getting his own movie. Then the Vulture's back, and Spidey's got him. And then look, there's 49. They're both there. You name it, this one's got it. This was a new Vulture, briefly, because the regular one, Adrian Toomes, the old man Vulture, was in prison, and this guy, Blackie something, took over, and then it would go back to the regular old man Vulture. That's a look at some Amazing Spider-Man. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, more Marvel character talk. Thanks for liking and subscribing.